I remember I had two guys fighting inside a power rack one time. And, a few of those things that happened. One guy stuffed another guy under a bench one time. I said, okay, I'm tired of this. So I went and got some pukal sticks from the Marines. And I went 30-second bouts in the locker room with helmets on, mouthpieces, gloves, the whole 9 yards with pukal sticks. But I did not realize those pukal sticks were that heavy.
Yeah.
So after a few bouts of that, I cut it out,
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, you couldn't even think about doing that nowadays.
No,
course.
God, no. Yeah,
Yeah.
When in August, when that Swamp Kings came out, the little documentary, our players were watching it and they were like jacked up. Some of the stuff the kids were saying and players were saying. We used to do the wrestling where one guy would lay down on his stomach and the other guy would kind of get on top, and the object was for the guy on the bottom to get to the end of the mat. And it was supposed to be stay down like in a snake roll or stay down like in all fours, but it turned into like no rules, whatever it took. I mean, it was bloody and nasty, and we in Florida there was wrestling wasn't as big as it is in the Midwest, so we couldn't find wrestling mats. We had to get the old 6x8 gymnastics mats and tape them, and as soon as big guys start rolling on the mats, they break apart. So literally they were doing these mat drills on the basketball court, and you could hear just skin ripping, just marks everywhere. Oh my God, it was good stuff, man.
Yeah, well, going back to just talking about these types of things, I got to mention those two guys I had fighting in the locker room before that Cincinnati game. Just brought two guys in from the street. Of course, they were fighters, but that was like they were MMA, but they didn't know they were MMA.
Yeah.
But Steve Logan walked in the locker room. Had two guys fighting 3 rounds. He about passed out. But
that was the year. That was the year after we. That was the year after we beat you guys up at Nippert.
Okay.
Because I was like, and you guys had a good team that year. It wasn't your big time year, I don't think. I think it was after that. But you guys had a good year, but we're like, all right, we felt confident. And then you guys came out and just slapped us around the field. And then, you didn't tell me the story till about 10 or 15 years later. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably what it was. People forget the definition of a coach is to motivate and inspire the competitive human spirit. Well, you did that by bringing those two fighters in there because they were motivated.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Good memories.